I remember hearing about Ann's Place on the radio because they would advertise on the local radio station. In I think it was my doctor that said, why don't you give them a call and see if there's anything that might be available to help you. Because I was so young, he didn't have any other patients that were my age. Well, I got to the group and there was another woman there who was in her 40s, and she was 2 weeks ahead of me in the chemo, and she looked great. And I'm like, if she can do it, I can do it, and I could look just as great. So that to me was such a big motivating factor in helping me get through this. I saw a lot of people who were very connected, who could just ask any type of question and get that question answered. And that was another really important thing, having never gone through chemo before. There were all of these little pointers that people had throughout the course of the times that you went to the group. Like there were different numbing creams that you could put on so you wouldn't feel the needle going in, and just things like that. So that part was very helpful, like little tips and pointers to get through chemo. I do parents group, and that was extremely helpful. And I do the family fun days, so as a family we come and the kids do we do an activity together with the kids. Sometimes it's yoga, sometimes it's an art project. One time we had karate. That was fun. And then we have lunch, and then the parents meet together and the kids meet separately. And because of the parents meeting together, we've kind of all formed outside of Ann's Place friendships that we do things together outside of Ann's Place, which is really nice to know you have that support out there.
Well, I remember when Ann went to the first session, she's like, "Oh, why don't you come?" And I was like, "Why?" And what ended up happening was they had a kids group, kids can thing, where the parents were split from the kids just to give the kids some alone time with the counselors. And the parents all got together and we started sharing stories. And it wasn't hard to share a story with people who were going through common things with you. And you knew that they understood what was going on. It was very reassuring. It was very validating to be speaking with people who were going through the same thing as you were.
And they all understand. Because most of the workers here either have or know somebody, so they can relate to you, and that's really nice to have.
I say you're in so much stress and dysregulation with the cancer diagnosis and going through the treatments and the operations and everything. You can come here for calmness and peace and to be with others who truly understand what you're going through. That's what I would say. That's what it is for me.